You are now on camera.
What up, dog?
I'm not editing it.
My wish came true.
Right, before it falls off again.
Yes.
My idea is a new jacket, and my company's name is going to be Royal Clothing. That's my logo right there. It's a crown, you know, because it fits in with royalty and everything like that. I'm not going to be opening a shop just for a new jacket at the moment. My main position I'm going to be selling it in is online. Much cheaper and more efficient than actually getting a store, because then I don't think I'll be able to pay the rent and everything just from selling jackets. I did do a survey asking people if they like long jackets, because they're like pretty classy and everything. I found out men with an age between 20 and 30, they're interested in that rather than our age, my age, like 17, like teenagers, they're not really interested in it. My target market is basically 20 to 30-year-old men, businessmen, basically. It'll be a nice grey colour, but I didn't print out a colour, so you won't be able to sell there. My logo is going to be like a goldish colour, and then right underneath it, no, on your arm right there, I should say Royal Clothing. It's made out of high quality material. It's, from my idea, you know, it's one of the best, but because that's only because it's my product. So that's why I think that. What else to say about the price? Well, I didn't go into too much detail about the price, but comparing it with other like prices of jackets like this, I'm only going to put it out for $49.99. Other jackets with like designer jackets, they go for like $249, $250, just for a jacket similar to mine. It's going to be made out of high quality material. I think I repeated that. I don't know. Yeah. What else? I'm going to be promoting it by putting it on TV. That is going to cost a lot of money, but in the long run, that should create awareness and actually get people to see my product. I believe that selling it at that reasonable price would get customers more interested in it. If I overpriced it, and because it's only a new brand, it's not like, for example, Christian Dior. If it's because it's already a new brand, I don't think I should be upping the price too much, because then that'll just like put customers off. So at $49.99, that should like bring customers into it for me. I'm going to be promoting it by, do you know the huge banners like where, what are they called, them huge boards where when they're driving on the roads, like them huge boards? Billboards, that's it, thank you to the audience. The billboards, I'm putting it there because when it's like a fact, like when people are stuck in traffic, they've got nothing else to do, they're not allowed to use their phones anymore because it's illegal, so they can just like look at the billboard. Probably catch their attention if I make it colourful and big enough for them to see. That again is going to cost a lot of money. I don't think I will be able to sell that much in the first year, because it's still, people need to get to know it first, rather than, because it's like going into a competing market where there's stuff like Ralph Lauren, Armani, B&G, everything like that. So me going in straight away isn't going to be the best, but I'm going to try. What else is there to say about it? Is there any questions you want to ask? I probably messed out.
Do you want me to ask you some questions?
Yes, please.
Okay. Can you tell me what your USP is?
Unique selling point?
Because you
It's the
mentioned your
price.
competitive-
It's the price.
The price is gonna
Yeah,
be-
because it's cheaper than all the other long jackets I've recently been looking for, because I've done my research looking at them. They're all over the price of £200, so my unique selling point is going to be the price, so they can get a high quality long jacket
Okay.
for the cheaper price.
And are you going to manufacture these?
What, the actual jackets?
Yeah.
I'm going to, no, that's not.
Okay.
I'm going to buy a plain long jacket,
Yeah.
which costs around £29 if you get them from abroad, which are cheaper. And then just print that on, and my mum has this like expensive machine that prints on logos and stuff onto it, so
Okay, so
that could be like my
you're
machinery.
importing the
Yeah.
main jacket and then you're branding it.
Yeah,
So that's the business idea.
that is a business idea.
Right. And where are you importing them from?
I think it was from America. The shipping does cost a
You
bit, but
think it's from America?
I haven't really gone into full detail with that.
Okay. So what are your aims for the business? I mean, you said that you're not expecting the sales to be very much in the first year. You said that you're not going to have a shop to start with. To me, that sounds like eventually you probably want a whole clothing line and a sales outlet.
Yeah, I want to start off with this jacket first,
Yep.
before I go into like other clothing products as well. Because if I go like all of them and I don't end up selling anything, that's just a huge loss.
Yeah.
So if I just start off small and then work my way up, like if I can say if it's successful in the first year, if I start selling enough of these, and then I can just progress to, I don't know, jeans or anything, or just shirts,
Okay.
different clothing products basically.
Can you see any influences that will limit your potential for success? You know, anything that might be sort of a political influence or an economic influence or even environmental? Or anything really, if you think about the influences that might affect your business.
Do you mean like tax? Like, I see tax as because
Tax?
I have to pay for the website.
Yeah.
I do have expenses. I have to pay for the actual website to keep on running.
Yeah.
The delivery.
Yeah.
So even when a customer does buy from my website, I'm gonna have to deliver it to them.
Yeah.
So I've got expenses. They're probably going to limit my profit.
Okay. And so you said that's kind of a financial element there.
Yeah.
Can you see if you're importing anything into the country, obviously you've got to pay your tax on that, but do you think there is anything that could affect when you're buying quite a cheap product?
Do you mean
If you
the
don't mind
quality?
saying.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then importing it into the country, can you associate that with any other companies that are importing and any political or economic issues that might be?
You lost me there.
Okay, think of Primark,
Yeah,
think
sorry.
of cheap clothes. Is there an issue with you buying in cheap clothes and maybe your people that are sourcing this stuff?
Do you mean like
ethically-
illegal?
Ethically,
Oh,
do you think
no.
you need to be very careful?
Yeah,
about
I'm gonna-
sources?
Because I'm not getting into it straight away. I'm doing my research before I actually start anything.
Okay.
But my research is going to include the company that I'm going to be getting from, the clothing company. I'm going to research if they have if they got like legal aspects, if they don't do like minimum wage, if they don't pay like 2p an hour or something, how it is. That's what I've heard on news anyway.
Yeah.
And I need to see if they don't have like illegal young workers, like child labour.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my research before I do buy it. If it is, I'm going to have to find a different supplier.
Okay. All right. Well, you've covered some areas.
Yep.
But it's clear that you haven't really done very much research in it, and it's just a concept that's in your head at the moment, and you've kind of touched it. So you're going to need to do an awful lot more research, because what you're supposed to be doing in this pitch is persuading me that you're investable. And at the moment, there's too many gaps for me to be able to say that it's a good idea or not, really. So you have told me what your USP is. You have told me that you think that there's a demand because you've done a little bit of research, which I guess was just kind of a stop people in the street, and that you probably already know.
No, I've done it on a social website. It was a big server on a social website.
Okay, so you've done a little bit of kind of primary research, and you've talked about the sales forecast, but we need something a bit more tangible as you go forward. As a first idea, you said what it is, but I will give you some feedback saying that I need to see a little bit more proof that there's a market. So could you do some research to identify that there is a trend for this kind of jacket? I think you've got your target market right. I do think that you've got that right. But I need to see whether there is a trend, and if there's a state, if you can put some kind of predicted sales forecast together. Yeah?
Right.
Is that okay?
It's got to be okay. There's no choice.
No.
So yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to do it. You need to do it as you go forward with the business plan anyway, but you need to have more detail when you're pitching.
See if my sheet's printed out, you get that.
Really? Okay, well I'll tell you what, if you give me the sheets, I can add that in, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, excellent, okay. Thank you
Alright.
very much.